Hey everybody, welcome back to Sable Family Vlogs. On today's vlog I wanted to go over with you guys the average apartment price in Florida for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. If you could please like this video, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so that you're front row every time we post another video. As some of you already may know, my family and I are relocating from northeast Pennsylvania to beautiful sunny Clermont, Florida. We were recently in Florida for about a week. We toured a bunch of apartments, and we also viewed a bunch of apartments online to get square footage, pricing, and kind of figure all that out. So without further ado, I wanted to go over this video for 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartments in several parts of Florida. So the different places in Florida that we looked were Orlando, Winter Garden, Windermere, Davenport, Champions Gate, and Clermont, Florida. We looked at apartments in each of those places. We also looked at several other places that we toured apartments online and looked. We looked at places in Dr. Phillips, Celebration, and Maitland, Florida as well. We found that the average apartment price is going to fluctuate, but it's going to be about $1,250 per month base rent on the low end, and it's going to go up to about $1,700 to $1,750 on the higher end. But that's for your 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. So we wanted to talk to you guys and figure out how much is an average apartment in your area. Is that like comparable to what we see in Orlando area? Because here in Pennsylvania, you can kind of rent a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house or a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house for about $1,000 a month. So it's significantly more than here in Pennsylvania, and you can rent a house here versus in many of the places in Florida, it's only an apartment at that price. So if you could please leave a comment below, maybe where you're from, and about how much it is to rent an apartment for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, or maybe even a house that's 2-bedroom, 2-bath in your area. That'd be a help for a lot of people. We found the places on the higher end were certain places in Orlando, specifically more closest to the parks. A lot of the apartments in Dr. Phillips, Celebration, Windermere, they were a lot more on the higher end, maybe closer to $1,550 or maybe even closer to $1,700 a month for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. Generally speaking, the apartments that we toured were about 950 square feet to 1,200 square feet. It kind of varied by apartment complex. It's kind of weird though, because like you can look at an apartment and go tour one that's 950 square feet. And theoretically, it is a small square footage, but when you actually go and look at them, it depends how they're laid out. It may be laid out better than that apartment that's 1,200 square feet, and it actually looks bigger, more wide open. So really, it just depends how they have everything laid out and boxed off compared to the square footages. One thing that we noticed, a lot of the places had room for a small dining room. So like you'd have room for a small dining room table and maybe 4 chairs, like something on the smaller end from maybe like IKEA. Some of the apartments though, like they didn't have anything like that, so you had no designated dining room area or room for a table. If that's the case, most of the apartments did come with a kitchen island, so that you're able to put 2, 3, sometimes even 4 bar stools, where you kind of use that as your dining room table replacement. So that's something to keep in mind, like if you guys are moving with your furniture, well, you may not have room for a kitchen table, or maybe your kitchen table that you already have is just too big and it isn't going to fit there. So again, that's just something to keep in mind. Most of the places had granite countertops. There were some that had Formica countertops, but they're all very tasteful and well done, so I will say that about the apartments in Florida. Most of them are very modern. Another thing to note, a lot of the apartments in Florida, the washer and dryer is also included. I don't know if it's like that where you're from, but usually you have a brand new washer and dryer that's included with your rent as well. So that's a nice feature to have. We did notice sometimes you'll have like a room for your washer and dryer where maybe if you have pets, it's big enough to put a dog bowl for the food and the water in there as well. Sometimes it's just like a little closet though that's with your AC unit as well. So it really depends on the apartment, but sometimes you will have extra space where your washer and dryer is. So that's another good thing, because you might have room for some extra storage in that regard. But while we're at it, like I can go over those areas that we did go through: Orlando, Winter Garden, Windermere, Davenport, Champions Gate, and Claremont. So we looked at apartments in all those places, but we also drove through Dr. Phillips and Celebration. I could tell you, like, Celebration and Dr. Phillips are absolutely beautiful. You won't have any regrets moving over there. It feels very safe. Everyone's very friendly over there. It's just very clean, well taken care of. We absolutely loved it over there. Some other very nice areas were Claremont, where actually we ended up getting our apartment. So that's exciting. But Claremont was absolutely beautiful as well. Windermere, we absolutely love Windermere. That was probably second on our list. So if we didn't get our apartment over at Claremont, we were probably going to go towards Windermere. So those were some of our favorite areas to be able to rent. But if you're looking to move to Florida and potentially rent an apartment, again, drop a comment below. We'd love to know where you guys are looking to rent and maybe what your thoughts are on places where you maybe toured already. It'd be very helpful to the community. So if you could please subscribe, we would greatly appreciate it. It'd help the channel a lot. And always, make today awesome.